Hello and welcome. In this tutorial we are going to import here HD Live Maps and OpenStreetMaps into Trion 3D Builder. In order to import here HD Maps, you will need Trion 3D Builder at version 7.3.1 and here HD Live Maps OLP access. If you don't have the OLP access, contact our sales department. Maybe they can provide you with some evaluation credentials. You will also need some data to plug in into the project. A KML file that contains the area and position of our terrain, another file containing the elevation data, and if you want you can plug in also satellite data. We are going to use that XML file from Google Maps containing the satellite data just for learning purposes as an example for this tutorial. So let's start. We will open the project wizard and first thing he will ask us to save our project. And after that the wizard will open. We will use that KML file, select it, and then we give a sim of 250 meters, and here you can adjust resolution, tile size and error, also like the projection type. Okay, next here we can plug the elevation data, so we add that Germany elevation data. And next, here you can plug in surface textures, satellite or land cover. We are gonna use the satellite from Google Maps that we were talking before, just an example, just for learning purposes. Here is where we import our Here HD and OSM. There is other stuff to import to, like different databases. Let's go for Here HD. Here we have the options like the catalog. We use Western Europe. Also you can choose if you want to use the latest version of that database. Also like how detailed is it. Footway will be like the most detailed. Import signals, barriers, and very important is a cache folder. So we are going to make one for that project here. Yeah, without that it won't work. And also a GeoID, we have one here like Germany GeoID. So once we have everything, click on OK, and good. We wanted also our OpenStreetMap, and that's here. Let's add it. And we're gonna add it without roads, because we have already the roads from the Here HD database. We're also adding the OpenStreetMaps because Here HD is pretty cool. It has a super detail on all about concerning roads, so you will have like the signs and markings and all that stuff. But if we want to have also trees and houses and benches and other things, so that will come from the OpenStreetMap database. Okay, here you can also like set a border if you want an OpenDrive exporter, and if you want to place sign models. I don't want the OpenDrive exporter. You can convert also to linear like splines or clotoid. Linear is good, so let's do it. That will take a long time because it's a bunch of data to import. So don't get scared if it takes long. I'm gonna speed it up, of course. And here we go. Actually, it took to me 3 minutes to get it done. And we have here our terrain, like a whole loop. And as we see, it's quite detailed. So if we go to our vector tree, we can see that under the wizard import folder, we have the HD folder where there are signals, road signs, crossings. You can click on it and they show light up in the viewport. And bridges, that area has a lot of bridges actually. And if we go to the OSM folder, we can see there is like all other stuff there, like trees and poles, I don't know, masts. So we have way more categories in the OpenStreetMaps. This is like quite eclectic here, the whole different stuff that contains that folder, and that's good because we have then a bunch of assets placed there, and that together with the precision of the HD Live maps makes like a very nice and realistic terrain. So let's see how it looks like in 3D. For that I will add a smaller grid and I deactivate the old one and draw it on the viewport. So yeah, that could be a good area to show, and press F9. So okay, now I will select something here. That's a little trick. So I select it in element mode and then I go to 3D. So when I press let zoom selected, I will jump into that area. We will show in a second tutorial how to edit it so it looks more like that here, or even that once imported into a game engine. So that's all for today. See you next time.